All right, we are in Petaluma, California. This is a great town. Rent is too high, but that can be changed, and everything else about this town is awesome. It is in Sonoma County, just north of Marin County. The border between Marin and Sonoma County is pretty much in Petaluma. It's right on the border. And there's several really cool things in front of me, and I'm going to show all of those things to you. But for right now, at this moment, I'm in my cool car. It's not too hot. There has been a lot of excessive heat in the country lately, but Northern California, particularly this region, is very blessed. It is 79 degrees, 78 degrees on a sunny day, which is just a really nice combination of a comfortable temperature with a sunny day. So let's go outside and enjoy this beautiful day. Oh. We're gonna go encounter some live music, so that'll probably copyright this video, and so it goes. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, I should probably lock the door. It's probably not a bad idea. So the first thing I want to tell you about is right here in front of me. It's very special. There's several cool things going on here, but one of them is right here, and this is great if you're a tourist. Okay, we got a historical marker here. If you're a tourist, there's something you need to know about, and you might not, and that's the back roads of Marin and Sonoma. All right, so no more of me. You don't need to see me. Let's look at this. Walnut Park, that's where we are. All right, very cool. All right, so this is D Street right here, and this is very special. Right, there's downtown Petaluma. Find D Street, drive up this street, and the next thing you know, you'll be on the back roads of Sonoma, and then right into Marin County back roads. Okay, the back roads, the roads down that street are some of the most beautiful roads in the United States of America that you could ever drive on. And the first thing that you'll encounter is the Marin French Cheese Company, the cheese factory. It is the oldest working dairy in the United States of America. Built in 1865. It has changed hands. Doesn't have its same owner that it first had, but it has never stopped producing, and it's never changed its methods and practices either. Now, something I think would be cool would be to start photographing post offices, right? They all are so cool and so different. But here's a classic post office. Wonder what year it was built. Anyway, United States Post Office, Petaluma, California, 94952. There's probably a lot of pride in the 94952. All right, so that's D Street, and that's hella cool. You should definitely know about that. A lot of the best things don't necessarily cost money. Best place in the world for a picnic. Just plan on having a picnic at the cheese factory, at the Marin French Cheese Company. Their cheese was recently sold at Costco, but for some reason, they don't have it on their label saying, you know, oldest dairy in the United States of America since 1865. Like, why wouldn't you put that on your packaging? I don't know, but they didn't, so. Aloha. Oh, I just remembered I forgot my hat. Oh well, all right. So there's a street fair, the Art and Garden Street Fair. I should tell you, I happen to be, oh, you've seen it. I'm wearing this provocative shirt. It was the invention of the two ladies who who built the only zero waste restaurant in the state of Hawaii, Moku Roots. And it went out of business after the fire. Didn't burn down, but it essentially burned down. Might as well have. So, but my shirt is, you know, could be perceived negatively, as it is what it is. It is. You've seen it probably, right? The Eat More Veg Aina shirt. Aina is a word for land in Hawaii, but it's a little bit more than that. It is that which feeds. They look at the land as that which feeds them, right? It is something we're connected to, something we need to take care of, preserve, nurture, right? That's the word Aina. Anyway, it's a word with deep meaning. And these two ladies that made this shirt had a pretty good sense of humor. And so, you know, if you see a funny reaction from somebody, it could be my shirt. Anyway. All right, so let's go get copyrighted. All right. Garden Festival, there it is. Wow, a lot going on here. I'll tell you what. Here, let's go on the back alley. All right. Woo. All right, so let's talk about this place. We got to walk down to this statue and show you it. Couple things about Petaluma that are interesting. It's been claiming to be the chicken capital of the world for a really long time. I'm not sure how far back that goes, but you know, at least to the 1940s and 50s probably. And so if you meet someone from Petaluma and you say, "Well, Petaluma, you mean chicken capital of the world?" They'll say, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" Anyway, in case you're in the service industry. Alright, we gotta look at all this. So much action. So much action. Oh, big time. Action, action. Everywhere you look. Action. So you can push me down a little bit harder. Pressure makes diamonds. Get the shade over here. This is the spot. Got it made in the shade.
Serious business about being when it comes to trying to make someone smile or laugh, it's just, can you do it or not? There's no black and white. I mean, there's no gray area. It's one or the other. Right. Yeah. And I'm funny, by the way. That's how I identify. This age, I barely have any sexuality. I just identify as funny and cool. And everywhere I go, I see these signs. For me, it says, drink water, stay cool. And I'm like, I am. I'm there, man. I'm doing what they want me to do. Here's one for you. You can do it yourself. It's fun. I like sending my friends text messages. That you say, text message. And the next day I'm like, hey, bro, you got my text message? And then you take it a step further and say, you send someone a friendly text message or a sexy one. I got this note from a girl. She said, did you get my sexy text message? And I was like, oh, where is that? And I got back to her and said, sexy text message. She's my joke against me. Yep. But that is one of my jokes. And it's safe. It's kid-safe humor. In Hawaii, before the fire, I was serving breakfast. And when I served a local moco, I'd say, that comes as a joke. I'd tell them, I got a friend named Moco. That guy's Moco. Are you familiar with this dish? Okay, there you go. So if a southerner were to move to Hawaii and make a Hawaiian southern breakfast, there'd be a bunch of sticky white rice with a hamburger patty, 2 fried eggs, and gravy all over it. That is the Loco Moco, baby. And that's sold all over the state of Hawaii. Yeah,
our redneck traditions were bound to infiltrate the island.
It's kind of as if it did. I don't know. I mean, everybody loves gravy and egg yolks and hamburgers and rice to soak it up.
Thank you so much.
So good. Who needs sauce when you get egg yolks?
I mean, honestly, and like the thing is that's so slept on is the quality of the egg.
There's this
when the
crazy
yolk
phenomenon
is so
with guitar
beautiful and
picks.
bright and vibrant.
They're in your bathroom, they're in your car, they're
Yeah.
everywhere. in the
Here's an
world.
interesting thing you may not know or have tried. In my yard, where I used to live before our town burned down, sad, we had ducks, and they're muscovies, and they
Where were you? What burned down?
Lahaina town.
Oh, you were.
Yeah. So
I need to get some more picks.
that's what a nice person says. Narcissists don't even hear it. They just go, oh, that's nice, and then they talk about something else. It's so weird. Anyway, that's how you can tell really
This
good people
song
from
is
other
a fun little
people.
song I wrote, and it's called Coconuts and Daisies.
But ducks lay eggs, and you can't tell them from a chicken egg. If someone made you an omelet, you'd be like, oh, that's a great omelet. You wouldn't go, is that a different kind of egg?
But the yolk must be
And the yolks are a little bigger, and the eggs are just a little bigger. But yeah, the yolks are a little bigger,
See, that sounds
and maybe
good.
even creamier. But no one thinks of getting ducks for eggs. And they laid an egg a day.
Duck fat is the premier oil or lard base to use in frying anything. I have never had a crisper potato other than when it's been fried in duck fat. I'm serious about that. I don't know why, it just always seems to me the way that it is. I mean,
But
fuck olive oil.
that's a shirt in Hawaii instead of F that, it's duck fat. It's a way of saying fuck that without saying fuck that. Duck fat. Duck fat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
And there's t-shirts that say duck fat all over the place.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
And it'll be PHAT, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, gotta love it.
You living out there up until it.
Yeah, I lost everything I owned in the fire.
Welcome to
It's funny
California.
what I'm doing on this trip right now. I can get my birth certificate amongst other things. I need to get that again. But this one lady on GoFundMe's been helping me out a lot. So I drove to her house in Michigan and thanked her. Thanked her. Spent the day with her. She's the sweetest lady ever.
What happens to them?
Oh, it's unbelievable. As soon as unemployment got cut off, because they shouldn't have cut it off after 6 months for the fire survivors.
They shouldn't have cut it off.
No, but they did, and I said that on my YouTube channel, and she sent my GoFundMe $2,000 that day. $2,000. Talking about because I was so distracted by the $700 a month I was getting, or a week I was getting, that I didn't really think about how crappy my life was. You know, like it was a perfect little
thing to keep your mind. Oh, I'm getting $700.
Here it is.
I'm looking forward to getting another.
Here's a crumb. Here's a
Yeah, on Monday I'm getting another 700. That'll be in my account. It's nice. It distracted you, you know. And then when that ended, you're like, oh shit, my life's really messed up. You know? That's when it finally dawned on you 6 months later. Oh, I gotta get it together. I got no income. Woo! That's a real all of a sudden, you know.
Right on, you guys.
You know, where are you born and raised? Where?
Here.
Okay. So you
I grew
know.
up all the way over in Katani.
So I'm doing a video for YouTube, and I'm teaching people that if you meet someone from Petaluma and you really want to make a good impression, say, you mean the chicken capital of the world?
Yes.
And then they'll say, how do you know that? And then you say, you mean where the arm wrestling championships used to be? Where Over the Top was filmed with Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling? Oh yeah, that one. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Did you know where the statue is on the corner down there?
Statue.
Yeah, the building adjacent is where that was filmed, and that's what used to be part of this town's identity.
Okay, so
I grew up
American.
in Lucas Valley.
Okay.
That's where I live.
Awesome, aren't you lucky?
And of
Best
course,
place
as
in the
you
world.
know, American Graffiti was filmed on 4th Street
Oh yeah.
in San Rafael.
Yeah. You know, Lucas Valley Elementary used to be Dixie School.
Yes, of course, of course.
When
Oh,
I
I
went
know,
there,
that was quite
no one realized. No, because
contentious.
yeah.
My friends
Funny thing
always-
is, people were so concerned with the word was prejudice. Everyone didn't want to be prejudiced in the 70s and 80s. We're not prejudiced people. We're not prejudiced. Don't be prejudiced. It wasn't even the word racist yet. And we had lots of minorities, but they were all Asian and
Yeah,
Jewish,
yeah.
and a few
Literally, oh my God, this is
Mexicans
huge.
and a few black kids. But you know, I mean, that was really.
Literally.
So there was lots.
So did you go to TL?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what year did you graduate? I'm sorry.
87. So.
Okay, wait,
weren't
did you know?
born yet.
No, but you might know my cousin Christine Lockenauer.
What's your last name?
Christine Lockenauer.
Maybe.
Long blonde hair.
How old? Was she same year? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or she may have been 85, so maybe you'd have known her.
A wee little young one then.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
weird.
God.
It's now my 40th is coming up, you know, and that's weird because like you're like, all right, how do I remember you? How do I remember you? It's getting so long.
Wait, that's so
You know, the
wild.
acquaintances.
What a freaking small world.
It's a good-looking dog. Look at that dog.
It was a good looking dog.
Tell you what.
He smiles.
But yeah, I love Lucas Valley. My favorite place in the world is the top of Lucas Valley Hills.
Oh, of
You know,
course.
and if you've never done it, you know where the horses are at the end of Idleberry? Go to the end of Idleberry, park your car, and then walk down that pathway. And then when it splits, go to the right. There's this waterfall. It's a natural spring. All right, beware of rattlesnakes. They're up there. I never saw them as a kid. It's a funny thing. I spent so much time up there as a kid. No rattlesnakes.
That is so
they're
wild
there.
that you grew up literally where I live right now.
Oh yeah, Mount Rainier Court.
God!
You know where Mount Rainier Drive
God.
is? What street do you live on?
I'm in the Estates.
Okay, you're in the next. You're literally. Yeah, it's funny because you're not part of the pool, are you? All right, cool. Yeah, this shirt. It's provocative. This shirt, but this is from the only restaurant that was zero waste. This restaurant died in the fire too, but it was zero waste. It produced no waste. That's a restaurant. That's all they do. It's great waste. But yeah, so it seems like something that could offend some women, but it was the invention of two women who owned the restaurant, and it's their idea. And it's called Moku Roots. It was so special. This was a restaurant in Maui called Moku Roots that made this, and it went out of business when the fire happened in Lahaina. But it was the only restaurant in the whole state that was zero waste. It produced no waste. And just imagine a world where there was. Imagine a world where like there were only a couple restaurants that were not zero waste. What if every restaurant but a few? You know what I mean? It's possible. You know what I mean? But that's what this restaurant dared us to dream of. You know what I mean? Because they were the only ones. Cool thing is I don't think this music is copyrighted, which keeps my video from being copyrighted. Yeah. It sucks. Anytime I go in public, every speaker everywhere. Well, good. See, you could take that negatively. I love it. some women see me as a misogynist, right? Could be the opposite. But the beautiful thing is, women, it was a woman's idea. And I think it was a straight woman.
It's all interesting. Anyway.
I used to eat there 3 days a week, and I always wanted to do stand-up comedy there where I could say, you know, I'm single, I eat 3 days a week.
I never,
This is the closest thing I have to a girlfriend in my life. I try to eat all the time I can. It's the only place I could have ever done that joke, man, and now they're gone, so I can't. But now I can tell the story and do the joke, which is what I've learned about, like, because there's stories from the 70s or 80s that no one's going to know the references. So I have to explain the reference. You know, but it's okay. You can explain a reference, explain a story, instead of people knowing the reference. You can just set it up by saying, because a lot of people are so uninformed. That's true. Which eats up the clock.
The story.
right.
And then, you know, it's not eating the clock. Really, you need clock.
But that is a thing.
It's building the story,
It's the whole thing.
in the background.
When that James Carr guy or you know some comedians do jokes, they're doing short jokes. So you got to remember 70 of them, right? Versus a story that takes 10 minutes. You know, freaking Norm Macdonald do a story for 10 minutes with one punchline at the end. Brilliant.
Just building.
And people ate it up. So that's how you eat right. So I like all types. I want to do short jokes and long stories. I want to do it all.
Maybe that's the art. Find the localized things you make a joke about, and then expand it into something that you can tell a story about.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how, like, I'm going to start out my bits with short jokes, and then go into stories, and then connect them, like, whole story of the fire. I got a whole long bit, but it tells my personal story and there's a bunch of jokes in there because they're true. There's plenty of true funny stuff happens when your house burns down. Like your rent goes way down, you get rid of your cockroaches and mice are gone, just like that. You quit playing video games, just like that. You got a video game addiction, it'll be gone. Yeah, I was wondering how am I gonna quit Xbox? It's so hard. And then that happened. I was like, oh, that's easy. You know, see, there's jokes there, and so on. I got a whole bunch of them. And then, like, the shelter, middle of the night, the shelter, I was a breakfast waiter, right? So I woke up 3, 4 in the morning to hear a symphony of farts. 150 strangers in a room. 4 in the morning comes and everyone's brewing, you know? It's just, it's funny, gross, true. It's like, I don't have to make up any jokes. I really don't. Who has to make up jokes in the world? It's just funny. But right on. I'm Craig. Nice to meet you. I'm Craig. Nice to meet you.
Joe.
Joe. Nice to meet you, Joe. My YouTube channel is Jerry Garcia. I don't know if you know this, but he died right down the street from where you live.
Oh.
He lived in a valley. When you go over Big Rock,
Yeah.
you go to you look to the left, you'll see a driveway with 10 boxes.
Absolutely, I know it.
Well, I used to call it the Hidden Valley, but that's where Jerry Garcia's last home was, and he died up in that area.
Oh, I had no idea.
But anyway, one of his quotes, a bumper sticker on my car in the 80s, said, "All good things in all good time." That's my YouTube channel. It's got 850 videos, including fire videos, walking through a town videos, dispensary reviews, restaurant reviews, my stand-up comedy, a lot of shit.
Which is,
Cooking videos. My cooking.
I love to cook. Oh my God.
That's it right there. That's my channel. Thanks, you guys. Love you guys.
Well, it was serendipitous that we met because how incredible.
You're so lucky to live where you do. If no one's reminded you of that recently.
Well, so we used to live right across the street from the Civic Center, up from the gas station right there, which was my grandfather's, up until 81. Oh,
And how amazing is the Frank Lloyd Wright City Hall? Forget
exceptional.
about it. There's nothing like it.
I would die to buy a home
I want to build.
designed by Frank Lloyd
I
Wright.
want to do a bunch of coffee table books, like 3 or 4 of them. And
Oh my
one of them I
God.
wanted to be a post office. Picture of post offices, starting with that one.
Absolutely.
That's the most provocative of them all. That one is beautiful right there also, and so on, right? And then
This is just, I'm literally, this is such a Sunday. This is the Sunday of all Sundays.
Town squares are so special.
So makes my
there's
heart
one of them.
sing.
There's one of them, right? In Lahaina, it was a banyan tree, one big tree.
Yes, well, of course.
And so, and everywhere it's different. Humboldt has open space, you know. Prescott, Arizona has a big, beautiful granite building. You know, like they're all different. Anyway,
They're all
that'd be another
unique in their
coffee
own
table.
special way.
Anyway, I can go on. Thanks for chatting with me.
Oh, absolutely. What a treat. Oh my God.
You want to be on my YouTube channel? You are now. Okay. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later, maybe. Aloha. All right. Let's keep it on, rocking. Yeah, all kind of things to purchase, and I'm not going to purchase. Ooh, Lagunitas Beer Circus. That's good beer. I'm gonna run out of memory maybe eventually here, so we got to get down to this. So how's this? This guy, born and raised here, doesn't even know. Didn't know what I'm about to show you. All right, yeah, this is like the street pretty much. Ooh, I don't getting in the shade. Oh, nice little bistro, Italian pastry, espresso and tea. Big line. All right, what a great street festival. I'd say that this sort of embodies the spirit of the town. It is a great town. This is the southern part of Sonoma County. Santa Rosa is about 25 miles north, 20 miles north. In between is Katati and Rohnert Park. Little view of the street fair. You gotta love the old buildings that were definitely either government buildings or banks, like the Treasury, built with granite blocks. Right? I think that's a seed bank, maybe now. I don't know. All right, a little walk through the town. I didn't think it would be so special in Lahaina to walk through the town until it burned down. Oh, Freemasons, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Booyah. The Sonic Building.
Yeah, but what about?
Interesting that my uncle was a 33rd degree Mason, Freemason in the Scottish Rite. He gave me all his Freemason pins. And those all burned up in the fire. So like I was talking to that guy about, the arm wrestling championships of the world used to be here. And the Sylvester Stallone movie Over the Top was filmed here. Authentic. Authentic being exactly who you are. Wow. All right. Be authentic. Happiness comes in pairs. Oh, Maui gyms are now in. Look at that. Maui gyms are now in at AU Authentic. Interesting. All right. Maui Gym's headquarters was in Lahaina town, and it burned to the ground, and all their inventory burned to the ground, so it took them a little bit to recover. I talked to some salesmen after the fire, and they said that they were working off of their previous supplies. All right, so this is the town. Old town. This is an old storefront. Looks like an antique store, so kind of appropriate that it's an old store with old things in it. Look at that cool dog. Good looking dog. All right.
That's kind of what it was.
Ooh, the coffee in that place smells so good. All right. So, oh look, we got some jazz in this park right here. Look at this. Hella cool. Jazz in the Plaza. And this probably happens like all the time. Every Sunday. There you go. Free concerts every Sunday. Oh, look at these dogs. Look at this dog. Is that a St. Bernard?
Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. Greater Swiss Mountain Dog.
Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. Good looking dog. You're so handsome. He's like, I know. All right. Wasabi. That's funny. Okay. Old buildings, gotta love it. Kind of like Lahaina Town used to be.
I don't know, it's really tough because like not I love this movie.
All right, you gotta love these old buildings. This nice old section of Petaluma downtown. The old Wickersham Building. That name comes up a lot. I knew a guy, Chris Wickersham. He was a manager and bartender at Hula Grill in Maui. Nice guy. Moved away, but wonder if he's related to this great Wickersham family of Petaluma. All right, here's one of those classic buildings. And I think this is now, went from being a bank to a seed bank. I think, yeah, a GMO-free seed bank, I think. Is it open? No, oh, now it's empty. Oh, wow, okay. Look at that, the Sonoma County National Bank Building. Pretty cool. It had, built in 1926. There you go. All right. Now, I should inform you that in the summertime, there is an amazing public pool facility here, right down Washington, adjacent to the fairgrounds. They have a skate park and a 50-meter pool with an additional 25-yard pool. It is a great public pool facility. All right. Got the bird telling me I can go. All right, let's get in this shade here. Let's hit that button. All right, there it is. That's the statue we're walking towards. It is and I believe the building maybe adjacent to it was where they had a big restaurant bar that put forth the arm wrestling championships of the world, where the movie Over the Top was filmed with Sylvester Stallone. In case you don't know this history, we're gonna go check out the statue. Good timing. Won't be long. Enjoy your run. That was so funny. He wouldn't even speak back. It's like he was afraid to talk to a stranger. Poor guy. Maybe he just focused. I mean, it wasn't his job to, but still, just kind of funny. Couldn't even get him to turn his head. All right. All right, Bill Soberin. There it is. The statue dedicated to the past. Leadership Petaluma 2017 Beautification Project. Bill Soberin, Argus Courier columnist and peopleologist, if that's a word. Petaluma's #1 booster, founder of the World Wrist Wrestling Championship and numerous other events. Trademark, he's been photographed with more famous, infamous, usual and unusual people than anyone in the world. He's the world's #1 people meter. Bill Soberin. Wow. I did not know that's what we were going to find here. I thought it was just a dedication to the Arm Wrestling World Championships. But this was all the creation of Bill Soberin. Huh? Petaluma's #1 booster, founder of the wrestling champion. That's cool. All right, now we know. Now we know. What does this say? Honoring the past, leadership Petaluma, class of 2017. All right. Well, there you go. And isn't that a beautiful bank building right there? Gotta love it. Right, you can tell that was a bank, and that was probably a market right there, the way they're built. All right. So yeah, once again, down Washington is a great public pool facility. I'm about to go swim some laps. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Still waiting. But pretty cool view of the downtown area. You can tell all the buildings are ancient for the most part. All right. Oh, your life's gonna be so much easier, bro. Save so much money on shampoo. They'll never get in your mouth when you're eating, when you're driving. Oh, all that stuff.
He makes his own shampoo, so.
Oh, well, you'll save money on that. All right, but look at all the old bricks and pillars, right? This is an old redwood, you know. It's all painted, but all these buildings are made with redwood. All right, still get look at the pig. There's a waterway that comes up here that enables this place to be connected through water to a lot of antique stores. This is the kind of place you're going to find some nice antiques, right? Marin and Sonoma County. Things that have been well cared for by people who take care of things well, right? Good place to buy a used car. Good job. All right. Starbucks in an old building over there. That's the park with the jazz playing. What a great town. So let's go over what we've learned. Chicken capital of the world, right? Chicken capital of the world, home of the old wrist wrestling championships, place where they were invented by that particular fella back there, Bill Soberin, and a place with great street festivals. We know that. A place with a great county fairgrounds. Now I should point out, not only is that pool a great facility, but this place has races every Friday, Saturday, all summer. The whole town listens to wah! People speeding around a track. It's kind of a cool thing in the background. You know, look at that classic old building. Is the time right? It is 35 up there. Yes, the time is right. That's a great building. I wonder if it's apartments or if it's a hotel. That's where the Freemasons are headquartered, in there. Oh, that's all a Freemason building. Look at that. All the way to the top. That's interesting. All right, well that tells that story. And then that Treasury building is pretty cool. And that's a cool old building. Look at that. All that detail up top. All right. You can walk along the waterfront down here. Restaurants have waterfront seating. In fact, let's take a quick look down here. Show you this cool aspect of this town. All right, so chicken capital of the world, arm wrestling championships, great fairgrounds, great races. Whoops. Great races, car races. Of course, great wine. This is Sonoma County. So yeah, there's really good wine tasting everywhere, if that's your thing. Look at that cool bridge across the causeway. Is that what this is? I'm not sure. Look at the railroad tracks. Looks like these might be out of commission, but pretty cool. All right, and then this back street. All right, you can drive down this back street. Old building here. And it almost looks like that's painted, right? But it's not. I don't think. Yeah, no, that's just the real building. All right. Well, we're just gonna keep this going until it ends. Do no harm, do no crime. Thanks for watching All Good Things and All Good Times. Look at that wild and crazy dog. Is that a cat of Hulu? No. All right.
That was great. That was really fun.
So long.
I'll bring tomato next time.
Ooh, a music store. Cool. Tall Toad Music. The Mystic Theater. Now that's a classic old theater. I had friends playing in a rock and roll band named Parallax, and they played there in the late 80s. Look at that old building. That's got a really good pizza parlor, old Chicago pizza parlor. 1911 though, pretty cool. Pretty cool. The McNear Building, 1911. 1886, that building. I just love it when the buildings say how old they are. The old U.S. Post Office right here, huh? Look at that. Looks like it moved. It's a gym now. Here we go. There's the post office. People working out in there. Ooh, baby, look at this. 1967 Firebird or Trans Am. Pretty sweet. A lot of nice cars in this part of the world. Sears Point Raceway is very close to here. That's nice, isn't it? I wish it was in the shade. All right. Well, there you go. We're back at B Street. And the next one down is D Street, where we started, which is the gateway to the back roads of Marin, the gateway to the greatest place for a picnic ever, the Marin French Cheese Company. Oh, the Greater Petaluma Mill, 1854. Used to be a restaurant in there my parents used to take me to when I was a little kid. All right, good times. Coffee stores, things related to wine, art, and garden. a good place to live. Like I said, the only thing that really sucks about this place is the rent. I don't understand why politicians don't want to get into politics for the purpose of making the world a better place, making people's lives easier, figuring out how to get them into a lower cost of living. All right. Shazam. Great shot of that old street. Look at redwood trees right in the middle of town. Beautiful redwoods. Oh, is that a Leonard Skinner song maybe? If it is, maybe I'll get... Or is that the Grateful Dead maybe? That's the funny one when it's a cover tune someone's doing and it still gets copyrighted. That doesn't make sense to me, but it's all good. Whatever. The Rotary Club, the 4-way test. Is it the truth? Is it beneficial to all concerned?
You want to mark where they're at, so that way
The Sunrise Club, the Rotary Sunrise. Aloha. Isn't that all beautiful? A photographer. The guy after my apartment. It'd be cool to make money taking pictures. Oh, it looks like a fighter right there. I live in Hawaii where chicken fighting's still alive and well. Yeah. And there's beautiful roosters running around everywhere. These ones that like to fight are the most beautiful, I think. You know? What's that?
Just fighting in the wild?
That too, yeah. In fact, I made a video. I called it Maui Bum Fights. It was just two roosters fighting in a parking lot, Safeway parking lot.
Amazing. Perfect.
But they're just so beautiful, and they're so vicious, you know. They're a descendant of the T-Rex, they say.
Yeah, it's like
Isn't that cool? Anyway, they're rebellious, so they resonate with me. Have a good one, Dustin. Aloha. Art. Community supply. Handmade. All right. Hen House Brewing Company. Boy, am I tempted to drink beer. It's hard not to. All right. I think you get the idea. All right, look at this. Kona ice. Shave ice. Alive and well everywhere else. Wood-fired pizza. So this used to be the bus stop here in Petaluma. You pick it up right here. This is where I used to pick up the bus sometimes. I commuted into the city from Santa Rosa on the Golden Gate Transit, and it would stop here on the way. All right, don't you just love this old building? This building's been here for a long time. Does it have the year? No. Wow, that looked like it could have been a girl from my elementary school. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but I just passed a girl that looked like, or a woman that seemed like, just looked like this girl, Rachel Mitchell from my childhood. A girl I had a crush on in the 4th grade. Anyway, it is a small world.
6'5" or 7'5"?
No, it's 6. And check out the post office. So 1926 for this post office. So this is the new one. And the one we saw downtown is the old one. I wonder what its year was. Sometime in probably 1865 or 70. When all these towns were settled and stuff. Oh. Right, Gold Rush came in 1849. It was just a frenzy. And then all these towns began the process of being created and settled, and gotta love it. Over here was a place that served burgers and fries, you know, a hamburger stand that lasted probably 100 years, but it seems to be out of business right now. I'm sure someone will someday move in here because this is a great location right here, right? Check out this location. The burgers and shakes and fries place. Anyway, all fenced off and closed up. And here we are back to this beautiful park and D Street once again, folks. Remember when I tell you, this is the street, D Street. You wanna go down this street, you want to drive right out through town into the land of the most beautiful roads. There's peacocks running around out there, wild turkeys, and the cheese factory. And you can drive all the way out to Point Reyes and Bolinas and Tamales and Dillon Beach and all of it. Stinson Beach, Bolinas, all of it. This is pretty nice. What a nice park. All right, well, thanks for watching All Good Things and All Good Time. May I present Petaluma. I hope you liked it. This is the beginning of the wine country. This is just a great place. It's become too expensive because of there being too many dollars chasing too few places to live, and some people, as much as they can, taking advantage of the situation. My God, my good friend and his wife paid $2,400 for a 2-bedroom, small little apartment, basically. That's not that great. It's really old and worn out. And I mean, they shouldn't be paying more than $600 a month, right? A small home, tiny home, 100 grand, freaking $600 a month. That's what they should be paying. Then they have tons of money for their kid and their lives, and you know, their life would be a lot easier. Just like everybody who works in this country, they're all getting screwed like this. So that's what we need to do. We need to look out for the American worker and we all need to work together to figure out how to get the American worker affordable housing, right? With dignity, a place that they pay off themselves, they own, mortgage on it, and we just need to sell it at cost. Get the land for free, sell it at cost for under 100 grand, and people are in their homes. Anyway, beautiful day, and thanks for watching. If you want to have a great life, don't snort anything, don't take any pills, don't gamble, don't associate with violent people, don't drive drunk, and don't get in the wrong relationships, and your life will probably just be awesome by default because the absence of all those shitty things. Anyway, it's a lot easier to have a good attitude when you don't have those things in your life. Okay, let's see if it's still going. It is. It's still going. We'll finish on the post office, the American flag. Hey, hey, hey. That's cool. All right, with the monument in the foreground, the stop sign, the street lights. It's an overall good final shot. All right, that was 55 minutes. All right, have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Aloha.